Hey everybody, back with Diablo 3. I got the Barbarian up on board and doing a little speed farm build with him based on Whirlwind, obviously. Definitely the fastest that you can go. And definitely love it. I worked it, changed out everything that was lifesteal. So that's good. So you can see this on life per hit and how it works, and it works very effectively. I actually run this build on Torment 3 and 4 with no problems at all. It's highly defensive, um, but it's also highly fast, so I haven't really seen a difference between Torment 1 and 4, so why not do 1 when you can just burn 1 and mass murder everything. So the build itself is going to be based off of Whirlwind with Wind Shear. Wind Shear is giving you 1 Fury for every enemy struck, and it costs 10 Fury. And how we come up with how much Fury we're actually going to spend is you take the Fury cost times your attack speed, and in this case it's 1.37, so it's actually 13.7 Fury per second. Obviously burning through how much Fury we're generating. And we got some Fury cost reduction, and we got a pretty good healthy amount of Fury, but that 1 Fury per hit is going to help us out. It's going to help us out pretty good. And then as a backup, just in case we run out of Fury, something happens, we're going to have Frenzy with Berserk, which gives us attack speed 15% for 10 seconds with each swing, and we can stack that up 5 times. So while that will also burn out our Fury faster, it'll also generate it faster, and it does a lot of damage while we're whirlwinding, because whirlwind will hit based on our attack speed as well. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm doing Battle Rage with Marauders Rage. A lot of people say go with Bloodshed, but that's based on critical hit, and a lot of the gear coming out, it doesn't have a lot of critical hit, so it's not good. Into the Fray will give you a lot of critical hit if there's a lot of mobs around, very little critical hit if there's not a lot of mobs around, so I don't like that. And then, Swords of Plowshare and Ferocities are alright. Marauders Rage basically gives you an extra 5% dedicated damage. I like that. I like dedicated stuff. I'm using Warcry. You can do whatever one you want. Impunity for extra defense. If you're doing higher, you can definitely switch it over. I like Invigorate. It gives you an extra 10% health and some extra regeneration per second while it's effective. And that's going to actually back up Bloodlust on our Rend. Rend with Bloodlust is an awesome dot. I mean, it's 200 damage a second basically for 5 seconds. And then Bloodlust is 0.5% of our maximum life per second for each enemy affected. That's a lot of life income. That will definitely keep us alive fairly well. And then high DPS move here, Sprint, Run Like the Wind. Not only are we getting our movement increase, but we're getting 60 damage, weapon damage is physical for 3 seconds to nearby enemies. That's a lot of damage. 4 of those tornadoes will pop up during the duration. It's very nice. To fuel this, we'll have Animosity, which gives us 10% Fury generation increase with 20 maximum Fury. Unforgiving, which gives us 2 Fury for every 1 second. I broke my 5-piece original Legacy Immortal King set because I found a 2-piece of the new King set, so I had to break it. And then also Superstition. This is reducing all non-physical damage by 20%. So all elemental damage, basically, besides physical, is getting reduced. And anytime we are hit by an elemental or a ranged attack, you have a chance to gain 2 Fury. So that's more Fury income as well. That's sustaining us. On easy mode stuff, we may not need Invigorate. You can actually go with Charge to get some increased Fury generation. It could help you out if you have Fury issues. My gear is okay. I do have the new set of Immortal King's Helm. It's pretty nice, as you can see. High amount of strength, high vitality, with a socket, pretty nice. I have the new boots, which is high strength, some resistance, move speed. Everything seems to be about Ancient Spear. If I have the full set and it's all Ancient Spear, I might consider doing a boulder throw type thing, but I don't think so at this moment in time. I probably just lucked, or not lucked out, and got Ancient Spear on it. The two-piece is nice, 100 resist all and 10 fury. I got a Fjord Cutter, which is a nice little axe. Look at all that strength, high amount of vitality, life per hit, 8% chance to freeze on hit, 25% chance to be surrounded by a chilling aura when attacked, so I'm freezing everything. I got a nice little shield, freeze of deflection, high amount of strength, high amount of vitality, a lot of resistance. Not a good block chance, but when I do block, it does have a chance to freeze the attacker for 1 second. And it has a socket, so I threw some extra vitality on there. I got these slave bonds, alright amount of strength and vitality with some movement speed. You know, it's alright. I got this Rondel's Locket, high amount of strength, life per hit, and that's really all that shines with the socket. And then the new Lamentation, which is strength with life percentage, some critical hit chance, and increased frenzy damage. Another reason why I went with Frenzy, because I had some increased damage. It's alright. It's nothing great. It could definitely be replaced. Volcathos Wedding Band, not bad at all. Some strength, some life, critical hit damage again. But seeing how critical hit chances is going down, that critical hit damage just sucks. I don't even want it. But it does say I drain life from enemies around me. I don't know exactly how that works, but I'll take that. So I'll go ahead and show everything how it works. Oh, stat-wise, you can see I got 1.37 attacks per second, 22% crit chance. That'll probably continue to go down. Unbuffed, I got a high amount of armor, obviously 73% damage reduction. At a low end of 68% to resistances, 4% missile damage reduction, 6% melee damage reduction. Pretty good life per hit, 2,000, 1,000 life per second, but that'll go up as soon as I hit my buffs. Maximum fury of 130, and plus 23% movement speed. That'll help. So not too bad. And if I buff up, I go from 83 and 1.5 million to 100 to 1.8 million, almost 1.9. So you can see I can definitely do that higher torment level, no problem. And I dot everything up because, well, it's just a lot of damage. I use the shield for the added defense. I could throw an offhand weapon if I wanted. Get some added damage. Nice little server lag there. Now this is just doing the Whirlwind itself, no sprint. That's with also the dot. So it's pretty effective by itself. Work in the Whirlwind with the dots. I put the dot up first and then do the Whirlwind. It's the best way to do it. And it really starts burning. Oh, resource regeneration, that's always nice. I see there's really no fury issues. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I run fast enough to stay with them. Also, I'm proccing that cold, so I'm freezing them. I'll usually wait for the run to run off, refresh the rend, even if it's still up, hit the run. That way I'm sure it's always on. It's more about the damage than anything, especially when I'm doing sword and board, or a sword and shield if you don't know what the board is. You can see that was a pretty easy kill. Let's see if I can't find a rare pack or something fun to kill. I mean, I show it on Torment 1 because it's a speed farm build, but really it's very easy to do Torment 3. I just found the Fjord Cutter, so I never really used it. I was using a Devil's Tongue that was intelligence-based. That's kind of funny. You can see sprinting around, I burned out my Fury. If I want it back, I just hit some stuff with Whirlwind. I'm surprised I haven't found a pack yet or anything. Oh, this will get a pack. There we go. The greatest thing about Rend is the more life you have, the more life you get in return, so the stronger you actually get. It's kind of broken that way. You can see that was too easy. So, definitely a solid build. You know, you'll be able to do Torment 3, no problem. The only packs that really cause issues are anything that can freeze or stun lock you and keep you stun locked and stop you from moving. That's about it. And other than that, hope it helps. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to everybody later.